Yo, bartender.
Bar's closed.
Hey, yo, bartender, what's good, man? Let me get a drink, man. Let me get a shot.
Hey, man, I know you just put up to the bar, but we closed.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you need to tell me all these people out here, they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man, I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to it. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's alright. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you one drink, cause it look like you need it.
One drink? I can do one drink. I can do one drink, cause I really, yeah.
Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
All right, welcome to Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome.
One of the sponsors I want to give you is Camo Dumpsters. Now, why would I give you Camo? Because I'm the VP. I'm the one going to push this to another level, because one of the things I want to do is give you a better trash service that's out there. This Camo service right now is in Tennessee. Yeah, you'd be like, you in Atlanta. Listen, I'm all over the place. I will be here in a minute. I got to make sure I get everything right there before I can come to you and show you what garbage service is all about. So all you hoarders, yes, I got something for you. While they talk about you, I'm going to help you, okay? You can put all that stuff in my can and get it away from you. Now, one of the things I can tell you, we are decentralized in Tennessee, but I want to be everywhere, but I need your help. So go to my website. You can go to me. You know what I'm saying? You go to Camo. I try to do hashtags, and I try to do a lot of things. And you'll find out what all we can do by going to my website right here at Camo Dispose. Anyway, I've talked about that. I got to get back to this person come in my studio each and every time with a smile. 6 years plus, this band don't frown. Craftmatic, how you doing tonight, big baby?
I'm doing good, Jay. Everything's lovely, bro.
I see that.
Yeah, everything's lovely.
Do we have a special guest?
And once again, we do have our beautiful guest, Miss Brittany, in the house.
Okay.
How are you?
Got the red lipstick and all that. This is gonna be a whole night.
Popping today.
Okay.
I'm feeling phenomenal.
Look at that. Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
See, she wasn't like this before she started making money. See, she was laid back, talking stuff. Now I say, boy, I tell you, boy, bougie rich people. That's why she my girl. If you need a property sold, I'm telling you, she can do it. I don't talk about the bouginess. I can tell you about consistent. She's consistently trying to be her best. And one of the things I want to say, if you're in a house market, this is the person that can sell. In this crazy market, you need a person you can trust. That's why she's sitting next to us, because that's Brittany, the best friend I can have.
There we go.
Yeah, that's how I sell her off. Okay, now we got to get back to us.
Well, let's introduce ourselves.
Okay, let's do that.
This is Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay.
In the building.
Of course, we have Brittany in the house tonight. And we are here to just have a fantastic dialogue. We're going to chop it up on a subject tonight, and it is meant for all of us to grow in one way or another. We like to think of this show as kind of therapeutic. And so listen in, chime in from your own seat, wherever you are, whatever time frame you are in. And most importantly, get something out of this. Make some clear and cut decisions about what you're going to do, what you're not going to do, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, etc., etc. By the time we finish this show, you should have some new tools in your toolbox. And that means you've already decided what you're going to do when that situation hits you next year, 3 years, 10 years from now. You're already strong enough to be able to deal with it with some intense understanding.
Okay.
Right? So we want to thank you folks for being here tonight. Again, this is just Jay and I's opportunity to be leaders here in our own community. And so we appreciate you. Of course, we always start the show off with a prayer. And I know, Jay, did you want to do our prayer?
Go ahead and knock him out the park, Pastor.
Okay.
Pastor Craft.
Any subject in mind, Jay?
Man, let me tell you, man, we're going through a lot of different things, man. I think healing is on my mind, because I like to say I don't think everybody see what's coming. And I almost want to pray over that grace that he's been given, but he can continue through a time that we're really going to need it.
Yes.
So go on ahead and hit him on.
All right, let's just hand it over to the Lord. Yes. Heavenly Father, we want to just thank you so much for who you are in our lives. We thank you for the blessings. We thank you for the grace. We thank you for opportunities. We thank you for walking with us all day, every day. We just appreciate who you are tonight. We're asking, Heavenly Father, that you would prepare us for the storm. We're asking, Lord, that you would get us ready for something that is about to come. You already know when it's going to come. You already know what it's going to be. But we are asking, Lord, that you would prepare us in a very powerful and special way right now. Yes. We ask, Father, right now that you would remove any fears and any doubts from our hearts and minds, that you would keep us strong and positive and filled with love, that you would allow us to appreciate the right now instead of always looking over our shoulder and toward tomorrow. We're asking, Father, that you would prepare us because we know that your graces and mercies shall carry us through. We shall not be afraid of the enemy. We shall not be afraid of trouble. We shall stand strong in the midst of the storm. We know who our power comes from. We know that you are our strength, and we trust and believe in you. We ask, Heavenly Father, that you would be in this show tonight. Reward us with your intelligence and your wisdom. Grant us that. We ask this in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. There you go, Craig. Whoa!
Amen.
Pastor!
Man, that's a good prayer, man. Because
all right. Well, I got a couple people in all this. Y'all need to pass the collection plate. Y'all need to go ahead.
I don't have.
And I need that whole. I need that whole. You just sold the house. I need that whole chip.
Let me ask you this question.
Damn.
How many times have you ever found yourself in a challenging situation and you think to yourself, damn, I knew I was finna be in the midst of this. I didn't even pray over it. And then you try to get out a little prayer right now, right? See, sometimes the Lord needs a little time to put things together. And what he ultimately has been suggesting to us over time is that we need to constantly be praying over what is to come.
Seek after.
Right? He says pray ceaselessly. And so ultimately what he's saying is there's something that you're involved in. There's something that you're going to be involved in. Why don't you lace it with prayer? Why don't you lace it with your interest and your desires and what you want out of it? And then let me handle the rest of it. Right? And so it's important that you pray toward tomorrow. You pray for, you pray for the path to be smooth. Pray that he will be your bridge over troubled waters. Pray that you will have victory over anything that you come across. Pray that you will stay healthy and continue to drive forward in your life. You know, what life really is about is solving problems and dealing with setbacks. Why not pray over that path? Right? We're leaving a significant amount of potential on the table if you do not pray over to tomorrow. Over tomorrow.
It kind of, because what she said she wanted to do me, I ain't think I need to pray for her. I should.
Now see, you should have prayed for strength that you could turn away from that, from the enemy.
I didn't want to turn away.
From the
I didn't want to
right.
No.
Crab,
That's why,
there's a certain time you just got to handle your business. But I'm going to leave it alone.
But you play with the Lord, boy.
I ain't play with him.
You mess
But that's why I ain't mentioned him, because I didn't want to play that way.
Yeah,
I want to play another way.
Don't play that way.
Because he made that good.
Yeah.
He made that good. He did.
You had something?
I don't have nothing to say to that.
You know something?
Okay. To that.
Why you ain't got nothing to say?
I get it.
No.
You know, you're just such a hater. You know he made it good. You know he made it good.
Call it what you
Did he
want.
make it good? Say it.
What is the topic?
Oh, okay.
So tonight we are talking about online dating.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
And it is a new era of dating. It's not actually new. There's a lot of people with experience. There's a lot of people who have been married, who have met a lot of friends.
Yes. I can contest to that.
Yes. So
Well,
online dating is, we can't even call it trendy anymore. It's been going on for too long. And there are a lot of things to consider with online dating. What are some of those, Jay?
Woo! Let's see which one you want to go to. Let's see. One of the things I can tell
Let's
you
call
about,
all of them.
do you want to go to POF? POF been out there a long time. I can say
Not
some
company,
people.
consideration.
No, like,
Well, I'm just naming some of the different organizations you can go to.
No,
You
we're
know,
not doing it.
I mean, what are we talking about?
We doing.
Black, BOK,
We're
What are
talking
some
about
issues to consider?
Facebook
right.
dating.
When you online date, what are some things you need to be mindful of?
Okay, mindful of this understanding. A lot of people put their profile out there, and I see it all the time. And one of the things I can tell you, no matter what you put in the profile, they're like, did you read my profile? Sometimes you put in a lot of stuff that I'm not really caring for. I need to understand you. And I ain't going to understand from a profile, but understand there's just a brief synopsis of what you're trying to say. I get it. I want a long-term relationship. First of all, you need to understand a person, so you need a friend. But women categorize people in friendship, so they don't want to hear that. But one of the things I'll tell you, I don't care what you write. I'm looking for a friend first, so I can understand what I'm dealing with before
You're
I start
looking at
making a
that
long-term
profile
commitment.
picture.
Man, well, that too.
Yeah.
'Cause, that helps.
Thank you, Britt.
Now, when you say a profile
Right.
picture,
Like,
hold on,
he
hold on.
don't get to
Hey,
know
I was-
you. This one don't want to get to know
I'm
you.
a professional. I can tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you that picture thing is right there too.
Yeah.
I read the profile and then I looked up and I seen, wow, listen, them headshots. I get it. Now, just understand, you got a headshot, I ain't got a body shot, and then I see you. That's why catfishing happened, because see, I ain't see all that. You just a lot more to you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta add.
Have you been catfished?
Yeah, I've been catfished. Girl, I seen this one, and she looked just like her picture. She's cute there and big there other places. I'm like, listen, I have to add stuff up because I got a weight limit.
A limit.
This body can only hold so much.
It's a capacity, huh?
The capacity was over.
It was over capacity.
Way over. Now,
So now, knowing that you've been catfished, so how do you go about that? You see the picture
Well, I
after
seen
you
I seen-
insinuate, like,
I seen the
because you
picture.
better be asking somebody how much they weigh. That's rude.
Well, I didn't at the time because I figured she gave me her height. She gave me a face shot. Her face shot didn't look real big. Now and I seen that she was real big, and Jolly the Green Giant, and it's like,
What?
How I'm supposed to ride you? You know what I'm saying? Do I supposed to put a rope around you? I'm just trying to figure some things out.
Calm down, Jay.
I'm just saying. I'm just some
Man.
thoughts. So, just reeling it back. I'm just saying.
Come on.
It was more than what I really anticipated.
Okay.
Now, hold on. It's not to say everybody's like that. Like I said, I've been
Okay.
catfished by good and worse. The bottom line, it's not just a catfish for me. It's the conversation. Normally, I can do so much online with text. I like to be more personal. I like to know a person.
Okay.
So we can start off slowly with that. But my whole thing is we ain't getting to a number or you got me going to another app. That's another thing. We already got other problems. If your phone off, you shouldn't be dating. Okay. I'm keeping it real because I was talking to somebody and I was like, yo, so can I get your number? And she's like, well, my phone is off. I was like, well, you don't need to be on this app. Because if you that damn broke, you might not be talking to me.
She's trying to get dinner. She's trying to
She can get a lot of
lunch,
things, but
breakfast.
before
She
you play
trying to
me,
get what she been getting. That's right. She trying to
she
her
needs to
needs
get her
fulfilled.
phone back on, okay? That's what she need to get.
But she can't say
Can she
her
get it
phone.
without me though? Can you get that? Because I want the person that's already understanding what it is compared to what you want.
She looking for that funky party, Jay.
I mean, we're gonna get there, but before we get numbers, how you go? That might be enough to pay that
Hey,
phone
listen,
bill.
if you start out at Funky 25, you got a bad rap.
Now,
right
first of
there.
all, you know,
go
sometimes
leave
you
that
aim
alone.
low, you ain't gonna get much. I go a little higher than that. Now again, when it comes to dating, again, I feel like one of the things I want to say, and this is just me, I like old school. And let me tell you about old school, y'all. I'm gonna take a second here. I'm gonna take you on a little ride. When I was younger and I used to go to clubs, I had to walk up to a table with 3 or 4 women, and I had to kind of give my best speech on my best thing to see if I could get somebody to date me.
Get your pitch.
Yeah, so as I'm sitting here and I'm looking, I'm trying to get eye contact to at least one of them. Now, I will tell you, I was very skinny when I was, I'm not that big now, but I was skinnier when I was younger, so I always had the big ones liking me. I ain't gonna even lie. And that was just too much for my skeleton, my frame. So I picked somebody that was kind of thin, small like me. I know they was energetic, and I tried to get eye contact with them, and I get it. And I walk over to the table, and I try to, get her away from her friends. Now, let me tell you something. I got shot down a lot of times, okay? And they all shooting these thoughts and whatever words to me. And I walk back, my boy's already like, you ain't get no number. And it was embarrassing. But it built my character because it never stopped me. So eventually, I got somebody's number. I got them on the dance floor. I was able to do some things. But it built my character, okay? And that is very important, how you going to reach and talk to somebody to get their attention. Now I got an app. And I'm swiping, and I'm seeing who I like, but now I got somebody telling me they like me. It kills the hunt. It kills the hunt. Because I'm a hunter. So guess what? Now I got all these potential that like me, and then all these ones I like. My attitude, my mental is different. Because I'm a hunter. I go at these people more aggressively because these are the ones I like. I have a physical attraction by sight. They got a physical attraction by their sight of me. It's less work over here. It's more work over here. Now I get to play with both. And now
So
you
it
want
just
to
opens
understand
up.
what a player is, because a player get a situation where he has multiple opportunities.
Right,
I'm
so
just
you
giving
got
it to you
more
real.
opportunity.
I'm
when
not
it
just
comes to
going to say I'm
online
the player,
dating.
but I'm going to say if I'm dating, I date to eliminate. So I date multiple people, and I have no problem letting them know that I'm not in a long relationship. I am dating for the best outcome, just like I do for a job.
Okay. Now.
I interview so I can hire the best candidate to fit the position to what I need. Same thing that when I'm looking for a girlfriend and a wife. I want the best one for me. I've been through enough already. I don't need the foolishness. And then I'm not going to commit to you just because I talk to you. That's crazy. Why would I let you think you're the only person I'm talking to and we ain't had nothing established? You feel you have a right to because you took the time to talk to me. Please step back a while before you say that to me. Because bottom line, can you know me before you try to control me? Because I'm a hard one to control. Just understand, I'm a Brahma bull.
So that's what online dating is. This is a process of elimination.
It's always
it like all dating, you can just do it in much faster numbers, much more numbers, right?
Yeah.
And Jay, you're saying so much. Come on, slow us down a little bit so we can dive into some of this stuff, right?
Yeah, because you be going too fast.
Hold on. You making it bad on the other side. Now, hold on, I'm gonna go on.
He goes too fast.
You know something? You
watch
throwing
this.
knives. That's not nice.
Yeah, let me just start off by saying that a lot of old schoolers dislike online dating. Right?
Why?
Because it really is the electronic part of it. People just don't like the electronic part of the whole equation, right?
They got robots you can sleep with now, bro.
Yeah.
You seen the rose? Oh, them women love the rose.
Oh, we're not going to talk about. Let's stay on track. Go ahead, Crab.
My bad.
Where was I at? The rose threw me off, man.
It almost got me.
Just know.
Okay, so
It almost got me.
So here's the thing.
I had a vision. I had a flashback.
So did I.
So there are a lot of people who have found love on online dating.
They have. My best friend has.
Yes, they have
Happily
found
married.
significant others.
6 years.
Outstanding.
No. Yeah, 6.5 years.
They got a shot.
3 and 2 kids and 1 on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, I think that
kids or what?
it's only the online dating affects the beginning of a relationship. It should not affect long term.
Okay, break it down.
Right.
Break it down.
Well, I mean, once you find somebody who you're interested in, you should be talking to them and doing all the other stuff that you should go out. You should be on the phone. You should be texting one another. You should be telling them your history. You should be learning about them. You don't need the online no more. You don't need no more of that electronic communication. Y'all should be communicating directly to one another.
Exactly.
The problem is...
Hold on.
Let Crab finish.
The problem is that if I found you, I just happen to find 9 other people that night who might want to go out with me.
Okay.
And so now it opens I think part of the problem with online dating is too many options.
Too many options.
Right? Listen, the
people can't
first
multitask.
night I was on the damn thing, I spent like 3 hours on it. The first night I was ever on it, I met like a dozen women.
You was texting multiple people at the same time, wasn't you?
Oh, yeah.
It was,
Oh, yeah.
Was it an adrenaline rush? Did you feel the adrenaline rush?
Listen, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what happened.
I'm ready.
I had surveyed the last 2 years. I said, the last 2 years I met these 3 beautiful people.
Okay.
They're beautiful women. They're educated. They got their own. They don't need me for nothing but a friendship. That was great, right? Mm-hmm. But I just met like 9 other women just like them. One owns a law firm. The other one is traveling all the time. Like, I met the similar quality of people in like no time. Mm-hmm. So even I had to check myself. Like, Stace, you can't even remember put nobody's name. You gonna be the fuck up the whole conversation. Right?
Baby.
Jay said, listen, I know.
I know I'm gonna mess up.
I know for a fact. I can't remember it, baby.
Okay, so you had 9 people that you were communicating with simultaneously.
Well, all within the 3 or 4 day period of time. And I'm just back and forth because I didn't know how to play the game. You know what I mean? I was just like, wow, this is like heaven.
You could have called me.
And these women were absolutely gorgeous.
Like,
right?
where have I been?
They were absolutely gorgeous. They were successful, and they liked me because of a picture.
Right, the match. Okay.
Right, the picture and a few words up. I tried to be unique on the profile, but I don't know if I was.
Crab probably put a scripture up there.
Crab.
Hallelujah.
You put a picture. You said you rich. What you expect?
No, I didn't say I was rich.
You put a scripture.
But when you look at my profile, you gonna see I like to do real.
Because you rich.
Grown man.
No,
You ain't broke.
So the woman was looking
Yeah,
for
but-
the grown man, and you had the
Ain't
grown
about
man.
I think that's what they was looking for.
Craig,
Right?
Let Crab tell the story.
Okay,
though.
go ahead.
Nine people.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about the money at all, man. I was just
You
know,
didn't have to,
Yeah.
because you got it.
And so before long, I'm missing opportunities because I can't communicate with all these
Because
women.
you slipping up, you like people
Yeah.
falling through the cracks.
And they fall. Listen, the one I really like, I text her, I sent her a message, and then like she didn't respond right then, and then it was like 3 days,
Distraction.
4 days later, I didn't get back to her. I didn't even get back to the app until like 4 or 5 days later, and then so I hit her up like, damn girl, I know you want to holler, and she gone. Now she gone.
Now
right?
she got other matches.
Yeah, Billy Joe done scooped her up, and I ain't no more
Half
room
of
for
them
me.
don't want to pay for the app anyway, so they don't stick on there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
I'm
didn't
just
think
letting you
about
know.
that.
Oh,
If
yeah.
the trial
It's not,
expires.
it's not the fact that she didn't want to. I'm
Because
just letting you know, because I've been on a long time.
So if you're dating on the app, you need to check the time limits.
take the free trial,
before
people.
you miss out on somebody, right?
Right?
It was
Long
free
story
for me.
short is that like anything else, it can be good or bad,
Okay.
right? It all depends on how you use it. It all really depends on how mature you are about how you handle the lives of other people, because they're just about all of these sites have this hookup type connection. Right? They have this thing where you go in and meet somebody. Next thing you know, you having some food and you having sex later on that night. Right? There's a lot of hookups.
Ooh, what's that
going.
example?
That's all of them, right? They're unfortunately, people have shallow minds and they're looking for quick things, right? They're looking for
Okay.
the soft sell. They looking
Yeah.
for
About shallow,
The
but
quick
I like to
fix,
float.
let me feel the need, the
Yeah,
void.
that's exactly right.
You feel me?
And even sometimes they might be considering a genuine, pure type relationship, but you mess around and go out with somebody and you think you might not have another shot with them, or you think that
Because you know it's
you want to have some
competitive
fun
in the
tonight.
back of your mind.
In the back
Because
of
you
your
know that you're both on apps.
Right.
And that's one of the things to be aware of with
Right.
online dating. Like
Right.
you said,
Right.
sometimes I can play with your mental. You know that people have these opportunities. So when you finally get the opportunity
Going
and
for
you
it.
get that person in person, it might really deteriorate your mindset on what you're really trying to do. And you really could be doing some stuff out of character because, like Kraft said, you don't want to miss the opportunity because he probably got 6 other dates, or she probably got 5 other men she talking to.
Yeah.
It's like a competition. And when you meet somebody generally at the grocery store or you're taking a walk in the park, that's not the first thing that comes to your mind.
Right.
I don't naturally think, this person could be dating multiple people.
Right.
But when you come from the same resource, it's a whole different playing field.
Absolutely.
And people will do some things very out of character. And I'll be like, ultimately, do you really get what you want? Because are you really acting in your full, authentic self? Or are you acting because you are trying to compete?
I like to
and
compete.
even
What's
You
wrong
know
with
you
you?
like to
I
compete.
love to
competition.
compete.
Did you feel that way, Crab? Did you feel
Why I gotta be crap?
Oh, you know what I
because
thought?
I'm not even talking to you, Jay, because
You know,
we
I
already
know
know
that.
how you feel.
You know, it's fine. I'll sit over here. I ain't gonna say that. That's fine.
We gonna get to you
Talk
though.
crap. Talk crap. Whatever.
You were about to ask me a question?
Get me in my
Did
feelings.
you feel like you were competing?
I always knew I had to be careful.
Okay, okay.
Right? I'm the kind of guy, I don't ask a lot of questions. I just like to observe. Right? Because the whole story will be told in a very short period of time
That's
if
true.
you're paying attention.
I'm asking.
Okay.
And I got a little skill set on my side where I can kind of
Discern.
see it, discern. People can tell me the truth, and I tell them the truth.
I ain't
So-
got no discernment shit.
Are you not participating in this show?
He don't want.
Are
He
you-
don't
where are
want
you
no.
at right
They
now?
don't want no
I know, but you
discernment.
ain't. You gotta ask
Because
about it,
women be
man.
saying, I got this, and I could tell he was going to cheat on me. I was like, well, then you should have knew he wasn't shit when you start talking to him. Because I would get tired of hearing all everybody talk about what you know. I'm telling you don't know, and you acting like you do. Go into this with an open mind and realize
That's how you should
have,
do.
You have faults. They got faults, and you can be open to
So watch
realize.
this.
Fine.
Watch this.
Fine.
Watch this. Now, we've had numerous discussions, and quite heated discussions on this show.
Yes, we have.
We have discussed the world mentality, the world
Yeah.
attitude.
Right.
What we have come to conclusion on, I won't say conclusion, but we're pretty close.
Okay.
7 to 8 out of 10 people ain't about shit.
I mean, damn, you have to say it just like that.
I mean, I'm not hating on anybody, but they're takers. They won't tell you the truth. They won't stay in the game with you. They're not loyal. They're not going to be your friend. They want what they want. Listen, that's just the world we live in, and maybe that's because this is the dark world, right? So if you pull 10 on any one of these online dating, you got to get your due diligence done.
Correct.
Get the due diligence like real estate. 7 to 10, baby. Let's inspect this property and figure out do we want to buy it or not.
Sweet, this is not selling a house.
So
it goes the same way.
So here's my mentality: that if there's multiple women who I have an opportunity to, I'm gonna try to start selecting early, right? I'm gonna try to start selecting early, and then I'm gonna put us in a normal mode.
Okay.
Right? All that texting and emailing back
Taking
and forth.
them off the app.
You know, I'm too old for that shit, man. I want some conversation and hand holding.
So you taking them off the app, and then you having like these phone calls like, hey, and you're trying to get this face-to-face interaction.
Let's go out.
Let's go out.
Hey, listen, let's go out while the iron's hot.
Right,
while it's hot.
That's one thing you need to know. Go out while the iron is hot.
Go out while the iron is hot.
If somebody tell me what that means.
That means don't take too long.
Right.
Listen, if you liking each other and you feel each other at all, just a little teeny bit from a little message online and a little picture, take advantage of the moment. But if you give it time, if you give it several days or a week, it's not going to be hot anymore. They're going to be already moved on, or perhaps you will have already moved on.
So, Jay, what do you do?
Oh, don't worry.
Listen, that's
first of all, I come out my coat.
I guess this is one of the things that you have to consider when you're online dating.
Okay, online dating.
You got to take advantage of the moment. It's not like somebody who you know from work. It's not like somebody who you met
that you're going to see, every day.
Exactly.
Or you bump into.
Exactly. You got to get to the point pretty early. I used to think that online dating was a great place because it caused people to get to know one another. Online dating moves really fast now. It didn't always move that fast. Before, you would really have an opportunity to get to know one another.
Right.
You could have some real dialogue and some real harmonious communication, and then you could determine, if this is a good enough person. But nowadays, things are moving like 1,000 miles an hour.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, things are moving too fast, and y'all need to slow y'all behind.
They're too fast.
Please understand. I understand that why the iron is hot. I don't feel like the iron need to be hot. You need to have a better understanding. Why in the world am I running to you and I don't know you? I got my business going on and everything else, and now I'm supposed to stop everything just for you. First of all, it don't even happen like that. And if it did, that person ain't real about what he said. Because if my business gonna go on, it's gonna go on. You need to understand. Get on my train because you on their train. I'm not gonna give no woman my time and my energy, and you ain't showing me nothing but a picture.
Jay
you
is
got me messed
deep.
up. No, I'm gonna tell you all day long. I'm gonna stay on my quest because my quest gives me my happiness. Not that picture, not that person.
But you're gonna
get
choose
on my
that
train.
person.
I don't know if I'm gonna choose them. I need to find out, and I ain't stopping my train.
You're way ahead of her.
It's online dating. This is not traditional dating.
You haven't even hit.
I'm on everything that's moving.
No, I agree with Crab at the same time because this is not traditional dating.
I don't care about
this is online dating. You got to adjust with the times, baby.
Listen,
this is a time-sensitive matter.
Let me tell you what I'm.
We gonna argue this to the day I die.
I'm gonna look down your profile and I'm gonna see. Oh, you do a little traveling. Oh, okay. You got a child. Oh, okay. You look like you look like you kind of fly. Hold on. You look like you kind of fly. You got a sexy picture. So as soon as I said, oh, she's super sexy. I need to get her on the phone or I need to be talking to her.
Yeah.
I might disqualify her in the first 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
But the key is this is online dating. Right. We're not talking about dealing in 1 or 2, 3 people at a table. We're talking about somebody who's got dozens of people around them, hundreds of people potentially around them. You have to make your
That's
move.
what Jay
Everybody who I've ever known who was effective at online dating, they would meet the person. I like you. When can we get together?
Period.
And those are the ones that progressed in the online dating, scenario.
And that's why it says you make time for what you want to make time for. Now, if that's not the way you online date, that's on you. But the way the times are going, like that's what you do.
That's what you do.
You find who you like, you get them on the phone, you have a conversation. If it sounds good, okay, you don't have to do nothing drastic. You can meet in the park. You can do something, get that person face to face, see how you all engage with each other. And if you like it, you love it, you move on. If you move on with the relationship. If you don't, then on to the next.
That's
like,
exactly right. That's exactly
but
right.
you can't go in here like you approaching the table like, no, this is not traditional. And that's the problem with people. Because they want to be traditional and it's time to elevate. This is 2023.
But people don't show people, even if you met them instantly, people are not going to give you who they're
they don't give you the representative.
They
Some
gonna
people
give you
are.
And let me say this for
Some
the
people
audience. We have Kenya visiting in the studio, and she said, even if you met them, you're not going to get the real out of them.
Right.
And that's
But
Kenya sheets.
you're not going to get the real out of them at all until you meet them.
Right.
No, hold on.
Right? You're
It's
not
the
going to be able to
first step.
see. Are the fingernails dirty? You know what I'm saying? They're
It's-
wearing old
exactly.
shit. They look like they
You
take care of
gotta
themselves.
look like do you smell good? Is your hygiene good?
Are you on time? Are you willing to pay for the meal?
What are you
You know
doing?
what I'm saying? When you,
How are
when
y'all
you
gonna know
drive.
this online?
Well, you're not going to know
You're
online.
not
That's why you
gonna
got
That's
to
all
get
I'm saying to you. I'm not giving you all this damn credit online.
No, we're not
That's
talking
you
about
don't-
You called
What
them,
do y'all-
You
Jay.
have a lot of things that y'all want. My whole thing is, it's
So
a great,
how do you do it? How do you play it, Mr. I come to the table,
Yeah.
shoot my shot,
Yeah.
make eye contact with the skinny girl, and then we go off and ride into the sunset. How do you do it?
How do you do it, Jack? That's
First
what we
of all,
want.
you hate like hell on me.
No.
How do you do
I'm gonna give
it?
you real.
online.
How I do it is when I'm online and I talk to a person, I'm not looking for anything.
Okay.
And when I look at a picture, it's just a picture, and it could be a catfish. Number one thing is I didn't buy into the picture. I listen to what the little dialogue they have, and then I ask for their number. Reason why is I need a conversation behind a picture because you might not even be a real woman.
Right.
I don't know what it is no more. Everybody want to play games. I don't got time. But my whole thing is when I said this, if I'm focused on me and I've been healed through what I've been through, why am I giving so much attention to a person I don't know?
Okay, well,
I don't do it in business.
Here's the
If
caveat.
I don't got the facts behind your ass, I'm not following you. I'm not dealing business with you. And I'm going to do my due diligence before I get into a contractual agreement with you.
Of course.
But I'm supposed to get into something off of a picture and your words are what you want. You
Okay.
want a serious relationship. You want a good man. You want a faithful man. You want a man of God. You want a king. You can write whatever the hell you like. But I don't know you.
So
Right.
how long do you
But
have
listen,
these conversations? though,
I'm
Jay?
going to
I'm
trust.
Before you go face to
Listen,
face.
First of
I'm
all,
going to trust the profile. I'm going to look at the profile. I'm not trusting it. I'm looking at it as the standard.
Analytically.
I'm looking at it as the standard.
How you look at it?
And so if this is the person that I meet,
By your standards.
then I'm like, okay, that's a
That's
box
fine.
check. That's a box check.
And there's nothing wrong with a box
You
check.
have to check that
But
box.
one of the things I
Is
can
this the
say
person?
is
That's the
that
first step.
person is that's all that is. But that's not me stopping what I'm
So
doing.
how long do you have this conversation with this
I can have it
person?
depends on how often we communicate.
How often you communicate?
A lot of time I'm not stopping nothing I do, so I'm not gonna tell you who all I miss. When I get to them, I get to them. It's not a pressure for me.
Okay.
My number one thing is I need to make sure I got me before I start feeling into somebody I don't even know. I don't want to waste my time. So when they start telling me about, this, I'm doing this and that, I comment back and then I ask for a number. You ask me about another app to go to.
Right.
Okay, you too broke to be talking to
Yeah,
me.
so you filter it out. That's
I
dead.
filter.
But
So
you're
then
gonna
when they
have
give
to
me a number,
entertain, Jay.
I
You're
have
gonna-
that conversation and then we go on a date.
Right.
I met a
so,
person that
So you just suggested exactly what we said.
Right.
Right.
Either
I'm
or you're
telling you
entertaining. Whether you're
again
entertaining
how
through
I'm
multiple
entertaining, but it
texts.
ain't a timeline. It's not just when it's hot. My whole thing is I don't stop something just because you say some things to me. My whole thing is I already got a life. Can you add to me? I'm the one coming to the table with some things, and all you want to tell me is what you can do.
But listen, if
I'm
you
tired
are,
of being played with because you got words.
but listen.
Where's your actions?
there's no reason for you
After
to
people
be,
say shit and they ain't behind it.
there's no reason for you to be on online dating unless you're following this process. You can
Exactly.
say whatever you want to say.
Hold on.
If
Facts.
you're not interested in meeting
Facts.
I got
somebody and
stuff
getting
I'm
to know
selling.
them,
Facts.
you're not going to stop your life for dating. You're online dating because
Yeah.
you want to meet somebody.
you want
That's
to
not-
know.
We're not talking about stopping the life. We're not talking about not being a big person.
Right, or
none of
not
this. We're
handling
talking
your
about
business.
the process of finding a mate
You going
online.
all the way
What
off
you
the deep end,
mean?
Jay. You going all the way. You like, bro, you in
Because
you in
I'm
the
all
ocean.
over the place because I dated. I'm
I
on every
know,
site.
but
So,
evidently, let's check this out, crap. Evidently, you don't know how to be a successful online dater, and your methods and strategies are not working.
Right.
So try
listen to me, and I can help you.
How? You can't even help
Because
yourself.
I've been broken. It ain't worked, and I can tell you about it.
Because what? You're
Have you dated with a success
strategy.
yet?
Watch this.
Have you dated somebody and it led to marriage? I can tell you I haven't, so listen to me, because I'm a failure at it. Because I'm on everything that's moving,
Because
and I'm willing to tell you about bad procedures. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person.
No, you're not a bad person, but you're not thinking
Thank
the
you.
way the process is supposed to go.
And
I love you to
listen,
death, but you're not following the process.
I don't.
Follow
Because
the
I'm hard-headed.
process. See? And that's what it is.
How much?
At least I'm honest.
At least you honest.
I'm honest.
At least I'm honest.
Your
At least they
strategies are
honest.
not working.
Well, I know, but you know something? At least I'm honest. You got to start with something. I'm honest. And I understand that the process might not be
Craft,
right.
what you have to say?
Well,
I mean, why you gonna cut me out like, you know something? Fine,
Okay.
Brittany, fine. I'm just gonna sit my ass away.
This show is not about us.
I can tell.
It is about those people who are listening.
Exactly. And we're trying to give them the
Right.
successful strategy.
It is-
I'm trying to give them the fail of this.
And listen,
I did good at failing.
so the point.
Everybody don't do good.
Me
I'm
and
about
Craft
to be
are
out
in
this
agreement.
conversation.
You know something, Craft?
We are in
I'm gonna
agreement.
tell you something. Craft, I need you to be out real quick because, again, this is about the ignorant side of me. Listen.
Let's make this
When
a show, though.
it is. It's a show of understanding now. I'm telling you about a lot of failures when it comes to dating because, again, a lot of people put too much into it. Bottom line is, I told you when I met somebody, I had to put more into it because I didn't know what I was going to get compared to all the people that might be liking you. Now you got all these things going on and you don't always make a good process. That's all I'm saying. And my whole thing is we need to process better and we need to understand just because the person write a couple of things and say a couple of things, what are you really looking for? I see on a lot of lines, they say, I want a long-term relationship. I always write back and say, I want a friend. They'll write back and say, okay, that's where it does start. Other people will be like, I don't want no friend. I want a lifelong partner. Understand, a lifelong partner need to be your friend before your lifelong partner, but she's saying what she really wants, but she ain't even understanding what I'm saying. I'm trying to say, I need to know you before I can relate to you, before I can be a lifelong partner, but you telling me what you want without hearing what I'm saying. So again, sometimes it eliminates itself.
Before she even met
That's
you, Jay.
fine.
You know,
And that's fine,
all she's
Craig.
doing is just suggesting what she wants, right? That's what she
That's
puts in
not
her profile.
Indeed.
Listen, what she's basically saying is, all you fly-by-night mamas, keep on moving.
Because that's not.
Because
I'm
what I
looking for
really want is a
long-term.
relationship.
And I'm going to tell both of y'all, nothing wrong with that. But please
Nothing
understand,
wrong with that.
when you say, I want this, I need to know you before I can commit to that.
Absolutely.
But nobody's telling you to commit. I think that's what you're missing the mark on. No one's saying commit because you're striking while the iron is hot.
Right.
That's not the principle.
But if I
Right.
tell you I want the same thing, I just committed. I understand what words mean. And you can say whatever you want because I know what that means. Because I've been there. And one of the things I'm going to say is before I commit to a person with a long-term relationship and I don't even know you, I want to be friends with you before I make that commitment. A lot of people just jump into it because the iron is hot, and that's what they say, and I'm going to give them what they want. That's the problem. You put out what you want, and you're not giving an understanding of what a person is.
But
Let you know me. Let me tell you something. If you told me everything that another person did to you, I have a pamphlet, a booklet to know how to play you. Why don't you find out what I got? And it ain't got nothing to do with him. It's what I want to bring. I'm telling you because I've dated enough to realize we are going off of what people are saying. My whole thing is what are people doing.
Jay, say that again.
One more time.
Expand on what you just said. That's the real.
You are going off of what a person is telling you. You ain't looking at what a person is doing. The problem is I can say all kinds of things. What am I doing? You have no idea. My whole thing is take the time to realize what the person is. He should stand behind his work. That's the person you really want to be with. Not a person that talks. I talk a whole lot. I talk all kinds of shit. I stand it up. Stay on the card table. Even when I lose, you can understand I know how to play. You are looking at some things in a way that you already mesmerized.
Expand on what you just said. See, a lot of people do that. Expand on what you said. No, he didn't. No, he did not. Expand on what you just said. When you go telling the next person what the other person did and this and that, you give it right. You giving them the blueprint.
When you've been hurt and a person cheated on you, and you say, "I don't want a cheater. I don't want this." You are also putting that into this other person's head. First of all, you don't even know if this person is cheated or not. You just know you was hurt with the last one that did it. You're giving him a playbook so he know automatically, I like roses, I like flowers. So if this person is doing this, automatically in your head, this is a good guy. You ain't looking at his real actions because he's playing off of what you telling him.
Right.
Why
You
don't
tell
take
him
the
what
time
not
to
to do.
realize
Exactly.
what I am? So quit telling all your damn faults and your
Business, what
problems,
not to do.
and then you will see me because you have no choice but to see me because I don't know what you've been through. Why
So
am I
how
going
does this
through what you've been
relate
through?
to online dating?
Easy because
Because it's dating. What you mean?
I'm talking about
No.
online, like the process. We're
The
our
process
topic
should
is
be
Yeah.
take the time to have a conversation to see where you really want to go. A lot of times when I look at a profile, it's telling you all kinds of things. I like roses. I like flowers. I like to go out. I like to be traveling all over the world. That's all cute. What that got to do with me?
Nothing.
Exactly.
It's
It
not
didn't have
supposed
nothing to do with you before.
But my whole thing is
What
when
is-
I read it,
what
I
is-
know how to come at you. So now that
Right.
I know you like flowers, I'd be like, I want to send you some flowers. I want to do some things with you and I want to try with you. You don't even know me, but I'm willing to do these things because I read your profile. Automatically, oh, so he caring enough to read what I want. He's caring enough. He's going to be my
not-
knight shine
So
out.
that's
It's
what
not-
you need to
it's
watch
not-
out for
it's
people
not
with
genuine.
online dating.
It's
No,
not
it's
genuine
not
because
genuine.
you don't
If
show
somebody
them what
reads
you
you.
want.
Okay, listen.
Right. That's what you need
Listen,
to watch out for.
Everybody can put everybody together, right? If I know that you had a bad relationship, your most recent relationship, I might say something like, sweetheart, you're better than that. You're better than that. You're bigger than that. I'm glad you got out of that. Anybody can sell the dream. Okay. And be honest with you, no matter who you meet, they're not going to be the same person 6 months or a year from now. They're gonna be
Definitely
somebody
not.
different. So you're always going to have to invest time to get to know them. You're not going to get to know them through a profile and a picture. You're going to get to meet them through a profile and a picture. I just happen to believe that if somebody's my type and they type something in a profile and show me a picture, they're not lying. They're telling me who they are and what they want. And when I meet them, it's going to mirror itself, right? Now, if you had a lot of bad experiences, then you probably, maybe that's what you're leaning on. But I've had some good experiences online dating. They were the person who was in the profile. They weren't bullshitting. They may didn't know how to say what they needed to say or how to describe themselves or how to explain, what they needed or what they wanted. But they were the same person. And I struck while the iron was hot, and it was fruitful, right? So striking while the iron is hot means that, hey, there's somebody in your zone who might fit your needs or might fit your likes, and why not go talk to them? Why keep shopping, right?
I can only tell you.
Buy the shit now.
I definitely feel you because I strike over the deals in business all the time. And I understand the hotness because, again, how finance and stuff works. I get that. When it comes to a relationship, I really feel like take your time and due diligence because everybody has their own outcome. They're already thinking what an outcome is and they're basing it off of you. And my whole thing, that outcome might not even suit you. I want somebody that can compliment me and can roll with me, not a person that see me as a use. Because unfortunately, everything is more materialistic now. So I see you got money. I see you can make moves. So I'm playing on something other than what I need you to.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Because again, we rush into things too often. And then you get played off of something you didn't think you were going to be played on. I've been on all ends of the spectrum. I could tell you all day long. Dating, failures, marriage. But that's not about a failure with me. It's a stepping stone. Man, I'm not hurt by half the stuff I've been through. It's a learning lesson to me. I'm a more caring person now than I was before. I don't hate no one. I don't have to talk down on anybody I dated. I don't have to. You know why? I got enough love and respect to know that they took the time to be with me. Because I'm somebody to be with. One of the best things I ever heard when I went back and I asked my ex-wife, why did you even roll with me? We've been together for a long time. Why? She said, because I seen something in you when we was little. And again, this is a person, unfortunately, I'm not with, but she told me.
Yeah.
I knew you was going to be something.
And it took time to see that.
And one of the things, she took time to make sure she was with me because she seen it.
So
everybody else ain't going to be that way.
Go ahead.
So my thing with, so online dating, this is just the location. Okay, we are just meeting online.
Right.
But from this connection, what is the red flags and what is the green flags to even continue the conversation outside of a profile?
The question is, what are the red flags and green flags to somebody who you met online?
Usually I will tell you in conversation is to hear what they say and see if they're behind what they say. If they're honest, if they're able to do what they say. One of the biggest problems is most people give you an illusion. Why? Because they're trying to win you over.
My green flag for Instagram is your stories. The content that you're posting I feel like I can know you through your content.
You can know people through their content. Absolutely.
It's your mindset. Like I feel like online dating is really people mentally.
And listen, I want to change the narrative based on that, because there are people who are a lot of they're real surface, right? They're surface people. But if you meet somebody and you go to their Instagram and all you see is camel toe.
Yeah. Here we go.
What do you do with that?
There we go.
Don't you start judging the person?
I wouldn't judge. I kind of would admire if he looked nice. You know, I'm looking at him like he has some qualities and he likes some things I like, and that was a nice picture. So I'm gonna like your picture of her. And I ain't even going to her DM. But my whole thing is how you looking at it.
Does it change how you look at that person?
Well, first of all, you like what I like. You know, we boys. We cool. Now, if it's her, my whole thing is this. And this can change my perspective of this person. If you telling me...
Let's do this. Let's analyze everybody's Instagram in here. Come on. Let's see what's going on.
That's fine.
Yeah, let's do that right now.
Let's go around the table.
Yeah, analyze. Everybody pull up their Instagram. Let's analyze it.
I ain't got my phone.
What's the thoughts?
Hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's analyze it.
I got several.
Jay don't even have nothing on his.
Let's analyze it. Pull it up. Yeah.
Crazy shit on here.
Well, we just know he's a hard talk.
Pull it up. Let's go. Let's analyze it. Let's go.
Everybody pull it up.
When I look at Booby Instagram, I see materialism. I see flashy. I see like, ooh, yeah, I got the latest.
Okay.
I do see by the way it's how it's constructed. I don't know if I didn't know him, I didn't know that he actually does it. If I didn't know that he didn't do it, I'm like, well, who's doing this work? If I knew he did, I'm like, okay, he's creative.
Right.
But mostly all I see is flashiness. So that wouldn't even tell me. That would make me feel like he don't have any substance. All he think about is clothes, money, and fashion. That does not attract me. Now in my life, as I'm 36 years old.
That's because you're older. Everybody else, let me tell you.
But
got some
younger,
stuff, I be like, man, he got Louis ass thing. I mean, he my boy.
And as a younger person that thinks like that, like when I met him, I thought a certain way. Oh, that would have definitely drawn me to him.
So
you said I'm like, oh, I want to live like that. I want to wear that. I want to go there. But a woman with some substance, they not gonna go.
Okay,
for that.
Brittany, you seen mine? What you got?
I just said you just look like Word Talk with Jet is all you got on there.
There you go. You don't see no women.
I don't see nothing about you.
There you go.
But see, I control your Instagram page.
Hey, you don't be snitching. You sit down.
So I'm gonna say it like this though. When I had told this girl, I said I just met some guy. She went straight to his followers. She said, "Who does he follow?" And she went to those women pages. She said, "These are the girls he like." This is how you know how to date him, or if you about that life.
Ooh, that is good. Listen,
that's a good one.
What Kenya just said is that she goes to the people that they follow.
Right.
Ooh, that's a good one with you.
What you mean?
Because all he followed the women that do not look like me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm the only woman that
Hold on.
I don't know.
Hey, boo. I'm with you right now. Hold on. Y'all going a little too far. Followers is necessary for what we're doing.
Models, they perfect body,
They
look a certain way, they have long hair. It's not me. So if you see me, will we be like, that's who you with? I don't even look like his type.
Jay follows ass.
They supporters.
Hang on. You got to understand. Bar Talk with Jay is asking who can
You
follow.
see me, you already know what I'm about.
Uh-huh.
You see that I like to go to dinner. I like food. I'm a foodie. You will see me traveling. You will see me always. I have some stuff on there about my family. Like you could tell I love my niece. You could tell I'm in real estate. You could tell me that. You could tell that I may have my hands in different things.
Okay, but you want to talk about me. You on there with all the designer and
but
shit
your
too.
family's not on there.
Stop fucking playing.
Your family is not even on there. There's nothing really that really says anything about you, but you just a fashion person. There's nothing else.
And you got to know that men aren't really big on putting their
They
personal
business
stuff
out there,
on
man.
there. We don't really look
It
at
depends.
social media like
Because
that.
you
Not
got
real
some
men.
men, I know a lot of men, it's almost like I can say like with crab.
Nah,
There's a
but
lot
you
of
know-
men that's
but you
into
know, I just-
speaking and motivation.
But
and
I just got,
they-
and you know me. You
What?
know, I never posted nothing personal. I just got a personal page, 3 years ago. I only had business pages. I never even posted a picture of me until 3 years ago. You know this.
Yeah. You know, the whole conversation
Be
is
okay. You
the
know
camel
this.
talk.
Don't.
The camera.
No, we can get to it. I ain't
Because I want to know what the hell is going on with it. Is it okay to look at it?
So
Why do you
you
get
know
mad when you
has
look at
the
it? Do
camel
you know that
toe?
it's there before you come out the house? Do you know
And
what
Yeah,
it
they
does?
know. They looking for attention.
You
They
know.
know.
You know who has the camel toe that I see all the time, and I think that she's a really nice person because she is a Capricorn like me. I think she's very
Delicious. I always
delicious.
showing motherfuckers.
Who?
She's very misunderstood to me. I would really like to I think she's a good person, but I think that
Delicious.
she's in that world where it's just normal for her, and she don't know how to shake herself out of it. Like
Who is she?
Delicious.
they used to be on Flavor of Love.
No, the actual person delicious.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah,
That's
I
all
think
It sounds delicious. Who is it? Does it sound good to me? I really like to say a lot of people do like to show some of the things about them that can be very attractive, and I agree. Camel toe will catch my eye like a mug, because
from
the
down
fan
from
necks
across
and
the
stuff.
street. Yeah.
I gotta admit. Now let's talk about the things that's not desirable. We said that earlier. What about the broken shutters and all camel
we don't
toes?
wanna
ain't
talk
good.
about the broken
What about the
shutters
ruinedness now?
What do you do with a woman who's always wearing tights that show camel toe? Is that okay with you? Is that women? What's the deal with that? Why is that? Why
say
is
this?
that?
I don't see. I can't speak for that
Those the
because
people
I
on
don't
OnlyFans.
even. If I run out the house in tights, is it usually to run errands, work out. That's
Can-
it.
can you wear a
That's
longer
not
shirt?
an everyday wear. Like today, I got on tights because I'm chilling. But
Listen.
other than that, I really don't wear them out like as an outfit.
Yeah,
I really don't have this. Okay, I won't pair.
I'm just gonna share what I know, only because we've done so many of these shows.
Thank
right?
you very much.
What women have said here before.
What they say.
They've said, "We know it's there,
Mhm.
and we know that you look at it."
Oh.
And we know it's there, like in the mirror. We prep it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see, I don't know about
we
them.
make sure it's them, right? And
I don't know about that.
And there are some women who will get mad if you look at it too long. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to look at it. I guess you're not supposed to look at it.
After they said that they prepped it.
Hey, listen, I'm
like
a little
your
confused
zippers
too, right?
You prepped it, but don't look at it too long. But look at it.
Well, see, if you look
How
at it
you
too long,
prep it?
you
I don't know. I
if you
don't
look at
prep-
anything too long, you a stalker. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you like
no.
you like doing the wrong thing.
I don't think
What
you're
a moment.
So that's what they
You know what I'm
told you.
Because I look at it.
They get mad if you
You
look
peep
at
your
it
tongue.
too long.
Yeah, they was
But
like,
they
look,
know.
it's rude. It's like rude. It's like
You in
it's like
public.
somebody walking up staring at your breast. That would be rude. Even though they might like them with it, but to walk up and stare
If
at
they
them makes
flat,
them.
it look like flapjacks. I'm like, what happened? You just breastfeed? He just took all the life out of it?
So they consider those guys.
They like broken hands.
I don't know. I really don't know women that dress like that, and I don't. No,
It's
not
not-
personally.
Yeah, but
And I
but you know
don't-
it's everywhere.
It is, but
yeah.
I never thought like that. Honestly, if I look at myself and I see something, I'm like, that's too much.
That's too much. That's
Me
not right.
mentally, that's
how
too
we
much.
look
To
at a
me,
lot of these women.
what
It's
I
like,
hear-
that's
That's too much.
What I
Like,
hear
because I
from a
know
lot
I'm
of
not
women-
slim, and
A
I know
lot of women say it's comfortable.
A lot of women say it's
They
comfortable.
say it's comfortable.
It is,
It's
but you can
easy
get
for
your
me to put on.
size. You can get your size.
Oh, you talking about them? They get the ones that too small and stretch all the way out.
Yeah, you can get your size. There is a size for you to wear. You don't have to wear the extra small if you're extra small. Like, now you pushing it. Like,
Well, listen.
all tights don't fit like that.
Yeah.
You can get
Yeah.
your size, and that does not happen.
It sounds like you snitching on them. Okay, I
I
like
nobody
that.
snitching. I mean, just be real. Like you said, you did what you did. You wore because you wanted to wear it. But don't get mad when you say you're doing something intentionally and somebody's looking. You wanted the attention, you're getting it.
Yeah,
So what you
and-
gonna do with it?
And
Now,
fellas,
What about all the women on Instagram shaking their ass all the time?
Yeah.
I
Should we-
mean,
should we
it's
think
for
of them
likes,
as white
it's for
material?
views, it's the way they live their life. They may be getting paid off reels.
We ain't sending no cash.
They may, some people, but you don't know. Some of them women probably are getting cash apps.
They might be.
They probably have
toes.
sponsors.
This girl getting
Everything.
paid to show
They're
up.
selling everything.
Everything. And as much as different men say that don't phase me, I would never. It's a 1,000+ men who want to pay for something they can never touch.
Yeah.
No,
That's
that
exactly
ain't
right.
gonna-
That's
that ain't
exactly
And
right.
people
Right.
live.
No.
I think one of
Hold
the
on, hold on.
one of the points here is
Let's
that
say one thing. Let's say
What?
one thing. You said a lot of men will pay. Do you know
Yeah.
how many people out there that's single, no children, that's black? Now remember, these are people that y'all call non-desirable, low,
Single,
low.
no children, black.
Yes. That does
I'm not married.
Hold on. Oh, well, see that alarm telling you
I'm
how
not
it goes,
married.
because there's a lot of men out there that desire to be with a person that they already know is going to be very hard for them to achieve. They might have a low income, low self-esteem, and a lot of other things going on in their life. And I promise you, yes, they're going to like it. They'll send money off. Because they already know it's going to be very hard for them to be picked and chosen.
yeah.
No.
So let me go on
But when
by.
you start talking about a person that got some things going on, then yeah, they ain't going to be trying it because they already know they can get it without it. But let's just be honest. That's why a lot of women say, I want a man that's going to make this amount of money and this. There's a lot of people that's missed out because of the equation of money alone. They don't have it. It's not going to happen for them. And guess what? They don't need to be just totally astray. That's why people say, I can send you a picture of my feet and all this. They'll go with anything that you're willing to put out there.
No.
Ain't necessarily me.
Oh,
They
I
have people that.
I don't like feet. I
I've
don't like all
seen
that.
it. I've seen
Yeah, we
women that
seen
have
it, but I'm just saying.
But no. There is some people out there that they look. I don't know why.
They got foot fetishes.
They
No.
Because I know if yours jacked up, I got a problem with
For real?
it. If they curled up
I love
and they scratch
You said you love
and
me.
ashy,
I dated a guy. Well, I was talking to a
Hey,
guy that
listen.
had a foot fetish and he licked my toes.
Yeah, we
Oh.
No.
toe lickers, huh?
No.
Okay.
you like a little
That's crazy.
daughter to me.
That ain't
I don't want to
crap.
hear about nobody trying
That
to
ain't craftmatic. I can tell you
No, I
that shit.
said no.
You got to put your feet in your mouth?
No.
So watch this. If you're online dating and she
Okay,
show
let's
up
talk
with-
about this.
she
Now
show
we
up
gotta
with
talk
camel
about this.
toe.
Hold on,
We
we'll
got,
talk about
before we leave,
She might not give
before
you
we
that.
leave, y'all.
The man that gives you that.
Now, Carisha just came out, which is Young Miami, saying she
we're talking
loves
about
golden
women.
showers. It turns her on. What y'all think about that?
I mean, definitely to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing but a city punch shower. You know what I'm saying? I want clear water when you come down on me. But listen, that's a fetish, and I think all those fetishes come out of some other dark place.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
You're not really here. I mean, but hey,
Yeah,
You gotta
you know,
be on a drug.
Women,
You gotta be on another level.
You think about it this way: women who enjoy anal sex probably have had a lot of sex. They kind of go together. You know what I'm saying? You're not finding newbies wanting anal sex, right? So what happens is the freak perpetuates
It upgrades.
until it gets to a place
Right.
where we saw that in, what was that, 2 Shades of Grey?
50 Shades of Grey. Yeah.
I mean, at the end, she was like, "Well, how much you gonna beat me, motherfucker? Is that what you want to do? Beat me? You want to hurt me, right?" Because the fetish had gotten out of hand. She was
Right.
like, "This shit don't turn me on no more.
Right.
I just want to
It's
see
too
how far
much.
you gonna go."
It's
right?
too much.
That's exactly right.
I can just tell you right now,
What?
if she sat there and said that to me, and I done had like 3 beers already, I swear I'm gonna hit her like a fire hose. I ain't even into that, but I'm gonna.
So, Carisha, Jay said, get him 3 beers in, and he gonna escort you like
and I bet you.
Three Bud Lights. Three Bud Lights. He ready?
No, give me 4 of them. There's a ladder. You give me something like some Corona, because you already know what it did to everybody. Give me
She
about
said
3 or 4 Corona.
De Leon.
And Dion's, them good too, so it's gonna be a darker. So I'm just saying.
Oh Lord! Hey, listen,
You won't even
folks,
be close to me.
It's time for us to close this show.
But this get out of hand because
I don't
the
know about
camera
out of
guy
hand.
We are
wants to introduce.
so grateful that you have
I'm
been with
gonna
us
hold
tonight.
you to make sure I build a pressure.
This has been
pressure.
Bar Talk with Jay. My name's Craftmatic. This over here is Smooth Jay, we used to call him. And then obviously this is Brittany right here. We want to thank you folks for being here with us tonight. Always have a great time on the show. Hope you folks can have fun as well. We're here every Thursday from 7 to 8, Facebook Live. We're on every other major platform. Please like, share, subscribe. Send to all your friends and family, and continue to come back and enjoy some of this rich dialogue that we have every week. We're just doing it, hoping that somebody will grow out of it. And my hope is that it made a difference in your life tonight. Never forget that we love you folks. Never forget that we appreciate you. And with that, we are out.
Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with